I'm here at the Microsoft building, and I'm talking to Robyn Hatcher, a big name when we talk about art of public speaking. And this is her book, Standing Ovation in Presentations. It tells us all about, punchlines, drum roll, and there Robyn Hatcher is. Robyn, there's so much that goes in the art of public speaking, and today that's what you're going to be talking about in this workshop for Asian women in business. Tell us, I know you started off as Miss Shy. And for Miss Shy, she's an actor, writer, and she's a coach in public speaking. That speaks volumes for you. Yeah. Tell us how that transformation took place.
Well, it's interesting because I was so shy that shy was my literal nickname growing up. So what happened was it started to feel like a straitjacket when I was in high school. And in high school, I looked around, I saw all these people doing things. I thought, I need to get out of my straitjacket. And I remember that when I was about 8 or 9, my mother had tried to get me out of my shyness by taking me to acting class. And so in high school one day, I heard an announcement about an audition for a play. And I thought, wow, this is my first year in a high school. Nobody knows me. What if I auditioned for the play? Maybe that would make a difference. And that's what happened. I auditioned for the play, and I made up this monologue, and I made up this character that was like really strong. And the person who was directing just thought, wow. And he hired me right on the spot. He hired me for a very, very important role. It was a very large role, and it was a very strong role. And so I had to pull up all of what I feel like is like when you're shy, you observe. And you see a lot. And what I had to do is I pulled up a lot of the reserve that I've been holding back for years as a shy person, and I let it all out on stage.
That's amazing. So no cold feet at that time?
No, it was in high school. It was also an opportunity for me to make friends because I was so shy that there was an instant community when you were in the drama club. And so we were very supportive in the drama club, and everybody supported each other. And and that's why acting is so important, because I could step out. And that's what I really teach when I teach and I coach public speaking, is finding a persona that you can step into so that you can leave this shy person behind. They'll be home with you when your pajamas, when it's time for your pajamas, they'll be there. But find a way, find an alter ego to step out of that persona and become the you that you are meant to be. Because the we that we are meant to be are really vital, energized people who can give to the world. And when you're shy, you can't do that.
Now, you talk in your book about, I think, almost 9 different personae.
Right.
And so depends on where one fits in.
Right.
And you get used to that and get comfortable in that skin.
Yeah.
So how does one know where I fit in?
Yeah. In the book, I talk a lot about the characteristics and the types and the personalities and the qualities that go into each one. You can really literally recognize it in yourself. I also created a quiz that's on my website that you can take the quiz and it'll come up with the highest number that you are. Now, of course, you have to answer the quiz questions honestly. The other thing is when you find a coach, it's like, I will bring it out. And as to your point, we can be a mixture of a lot of different types, and we need to figure out which ones are running our lives and which ones we choose to use at a given time. Because what happens is for instance, I was letting the shy ingenue run my life for years, and then I had to really dig down and create a hero that I can pull out and use. Sometimes I need to pull out a superhero and use that, so sometimes that's what you need to do. So you need to find out whether that type and those qualities are working for you or whether they're or not, and whether they're the fatal flaws of those characters are bringing you down.
So mix and mash, blend.
Yes, blend. And as I'll talk about tonight, it's you really want to blend and choose. And whatever it is that you choose, you can rock your ingenue if that's where you are 100%, but polish it and really fine tune it and be the best of that. It's like there's no wrong or right type. It's just, some of it is birth, some of it is nature, some of it is nurture, and some of it is physical. You actually have a certain aura about you, and that will dictate your type sometimes. So, you can use it and or lose it if you need to.
So dress to impress, speak to impress. But tell us, Robyn, many times you go to a new audience, you say, oh my God, they may know better than me. How do I become powerful speaker at that time?
Right. That's where you really have to use you. I mean, that what is it that you have to share? I mean, it's not being more powerful or better than anybody else. It's really pulling out what you do best, because only you can do you.
Finally, what would be your tip for somebody who's making the first speech and wants to get a standing ovation?
Yes, if you want to get a standing ovation, you want to find out who your core is and really figure out what it is that you have to give your audience. Decide what you want to give, and once you start to share what your gift is and you give it to them, a lot of your fears will go away, a lot of your anxiety will go away, a lot of your prejudgment will go away, and you will just be there and be a vessel of giving.
Thank you so much. Standing Ovations by Robyn Hatcher, a must-read book, and we'll give you the drum roll after that, all those punchlines that'll come up, and the clarity and the preciseness, the way you talk. And we're all sharing the same color, so it has to be something great. Thank you so much, Robyn Hatcher. Thank you.
Thank you very much.